scene like this here ever. It's like the 4th of July.
Well, that's the scene from Memorial Stadium as Michigan loses to the Indiana Hoosiers 20-15. They played a lot, but again, a second straight week where they play an undefeated team, and Michigan plays better than I thought they would. Hold on a second. Let me just get that there. So my thoughts on the game. Defense, I got to give them a ton of credit. Outside of two drives where Indiana scores deep touchdowns, they really held Indiana in check for most part of this game, especially in the second half. I think Indiana had like -1 yards at one point in the fourth quarter, and they before they started getting first downs at the end. They got an interception on Curtis Rourke, who's a phenomenal quarterback. I thought it was going to... Michigan kicked the field goal to start the game. They were up 3-0. Then it was all Indiana in the first half. They went up 17-3. Then Michigan, they went to halftime. Then Michigan gets start the second half, and Michigan intercepts Indiana. The defense stood up, and but once again, the offense in the red zone just can't get anything going, and we had to settle for 3, and that made it 17-6. Then they start moving the ball again, but can't get any deeper, and they kick a 56-yard field goal, 17-9. Then eventually Michigan actually drives down the field and they score a touchdown on a 1-yard touchdown run by Kalel Mullings, but can't get the 2-point conversion. But still, you're thinking they're right in there in it, and because Indiana still couldn't get the ball going. Eventually they kick a field goal, then we get 20-15. Michigan has a chance to, drive it down the field, but just bad play calling. And then there was one point where under 2 minutes, Indiana has the ball. They get a gain of 8. And for some reason, our coach, Sharon Moore, decides to wait 28 seconds before calling a timeout. I just don't know what he's thinking. But I got to give credit to our defense. Indiana has a very good offense, and for them to hold them to 20 points, it's actually pretty impressive. Offense, it is what it is. I hate that saying. I shouldn't say that. But I can't think of anything. It's just not a good offense. They don't have the talent there. They did the best they could, I guess. But they fall 20-15. If I have to guess the players of the game for Indiana, since they won, I would give it to Keyshawn Williams. He's a wide receiver. I think he caught a touchdown, but he also made a key kickoff return that really put them in the field goal position to, get the win, extend the lead. And he was just very clutch for them all throughout the game. For Michigan, I got 2 players. TJ Guy had a few key sacks in the second half that really put Michigan in position to, get the ball back several times. And I guess I'll go with their kicker, Zvodak. He has a weird name, Zvodak. He went 4 for 4. Oh, no, wait. He went 3 for 3 on field goals, including a 56-yarder, was very impressive. But it wasn't meant to be, and Michigan falls once again to an undefeated team in college. They had a chance to win it, but just couldn't come through. And Michigan now falls to 5-5 on the year. Next week they're home against Northwestern, which will be their best chance to get their 6th win, which is the amount of wins you need to be bowl eligible. And that's kind of their biggest goal right now, or most achievable goal. Then they're on the road against Ohio State, and that's obviously the goal every year for Michigan. But I guess that'll do it for me. Good effort by the players. They're just understaffed. They don't have the talent around them. Hopefully, we can get some better talent next year. I don't know about Sharon Moore. I liked him last year when he made some key wins against Penn State and Ohio State. But like the play calling has been atrocious, especially in the red zone. And but I don't know how much of it is the play calling and how much of it is the talent. And like Davis Warren is our best quarterback, and he's not good, but he's also hampered by the fact that our best receivers are all basically number 3 receivers who might be good kick returners. We don't have a true number 1 receiver. Our number 1 receiver is Colston Loveland, who's the tight end, and that's not a good sign. The running game was nowhere to be seen again for the 3rd week in a row. The running game was our bread and butter to start the year, and like for 3 weeks now, it's been nowhere to be seen. So, congratulations to Indiana. They get their second win against Michigan since the 2000s, and their 3rd win against Michigan since I've been alive. So it's a pretty big win for their program. And hopefully they continue. Hopefully they can beat Ohio State and represent in the Big Ten championship game. Who knows? But best of luck to them. It would be nice. It'd be a nice little change of pace. But that'll do it for me. My next report, obviously, will be the Honolulu Blue report with the Lions. Tomorrow night they're playing at Houston Texans on Sunday Night Football. So look forward to that. Then next weekend, I want to try to go to the Northwestern game. It'll be the final home game for Michigan. It'll depend on work. And I'll also be at the Jacksonville Jaguars game. So that'll be that's for the Sunday after tomorrow. But until then, go Lions, go Blue. And you know what? Go Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers too. And also, I just want to give a shout out to our veterans. Happy Veterans Day. I know it's 2 days away, but I just want to get that out of the way. Especially to my sister. She served in the forces in Iraq. So, Annie, I hope you're doing well. And I'm looking forward to Monday. So, God bless and have a good night.